Welcome to Aphrodite Project and welcome to your first trimester. This is such an exciting time where so much change is happening within you. Your body is revving up to support and to protect this tiny little being that's growing within you. Your body is slowing everything down to extract all the nutrition out of everything that you eat. Your body is making you nauseous to protect you from things that might harm the child, but also it is a welcome and not so welcome sign that all the pregnancy hormones are working. However, if you don't have morning sickness, count yourself among the lucky. It's also a time where you might feel bloated, you might feel fat, you might feel the difference as your body changes, as your breasts enlarge, as they become more sore. You will feel this. But to the outside world, you'll look fairly normal. Only those super close to you will detect the subtle outward changes, the glow, the slight fullness that happens. Your first semester is a wonderful time for you to keep this relationship and for you to begin to navigate the road of pregnancy, which will take you to motherhood. And I encourage you more than anything else that you use this time to begin to sift through the things that aren't necessary, the ways in which you spend your time that you don't need to, so that you have more time to care for yourself. Caring for yourself during this period of your pregnancy, and the second, and the third, and even postpartum, is one of your most important tasks. Every week, I want you to carve out time to plan your food. What you eat is not only feeding you, which is super duper important, but it's also feeding the one that's growing inside you. So we're going to eat where we're thinking of how every bite nourishes. It's a time for us to shed bad habits, to shed empty calories or food that is toxic. And that would be Coca-Cola, unfortunately. That would be things with high fructose corn syrup, even though Coke does have sugar, but it has a lot of sugar. High sugar foods, we don't want that. We don't want foods that are highly processed. We don't want any hydrogenated fat in our food. That goes hand in hand with highly processed food. We want food that our grandmothers and our grandmothers before them recognized as food, because that's what our body recognizes, needs, can use as food. We also want to hydrate, to drink more water than you've ever had in your life. You can play with the water. You can put lemon in the water. You could put mint. You could put a little bit of fruit juice, but begin to hydrate. You also want to carve out time for you to rest. During your first trimester, you will find yourself more tired than you have ever been in your whole life, probably. Allow yourself time to rest. It's necessary. It's not wasteful. It's not indulgent. It's not lazy. It's absolutely necessary. So whenever you can, wherever you can, take advantage of the time. If it's a 10-minute nap, take it. If someone says, hey, I'll go buy the groceries, you sit and rest, do it. Don't do laundry. Don't make phone calls. Don't look on social media. Just rest. As much as you can, rest. Your body is doing so much work, building so many new parts of itself, your placenta, more blood, more hormones, all of that. It needs the rest. Also, be gentle with yourself. Understand that your body's changing and it may not feel like it used to. And this will progress as you become more pregnant and start to make adjustments. I want you every single day to move, to exercise. But this doesn't mean jumping up and down. It doesn't mean bucket loads of sweat. More than anything, I want you to walk and walk and walk. Walking is the most incredible exercise for a pregnant woman. It does no harm unless your healthcare provider advises otherwise, if you have any risk factors. But it helps all the ligaments, all the muscles of your body, and it helps the baby to begin to open up the pelvis so that when the time comes, it can turn head down in the right position for birth. So I urge you to walk, walk, walk. If you're not an exerciser, start walking. Go at a pace that's comfortable to you, where you can hold a conversation, get sturdy shoes, and walk. If you look in the resources, there is a calendar of exercise. Use this. If you fall off the wagon, get back on. But move every single day. I am so excited for this journey for you. I'm so excited for the way that you're going to get to know yourself better than you ever have. But this is a gateway moment where you are entering in for the first time, or the second, third, fourth, fifth time, or more, into this wonderful privilege of motherhood, this wonderful responsibility of motherhood. And during this process, I wish for you to connect deeply to your wisdom and to give yourself space, to hold yourself sacred, to give yourself honor, and to treat yourself like the vessel of life that you are. So I look forward to seeing you soon, and the best on your first trimester. This is Julia.